This Safe for Us village off Multnomah Boulevard at the former Sears Armory just finished being built, and those living on the streets have already moved in. But this could all change now that the Federal Emergency Management Agency is saying the city has violated deed restrictions when it comes to how this land is meant to be used.
It's been nice.
At the back of this parking lot sits 30 tiny homes for those formerly living on the streets.
It's obviously out of the downtown setting, so it's a lot less chaotic than being surrounded by people yelling all day.
It's the first of the city's 6 Safe for Us villages to help the homeless transition into permanent housing.
Having access to laundry and restroom services and clean clothes and food. It has like all the bases covered for which you normally worry about when you're living on the streets. So with those covered, then you can have time to do other things.
This man didn't want to be identified on camera. He moved into the village on June 13th after staying at the outdoor temporary shelter in Old Town, which closed due to increased gun violence in that area. He's one of just 16 people currently living at this Safe for Us village.
It's only half full right now, which I don't understand.
A recent property assessment by FEMA may put the future of this village in jeopardy. Here's why. In 2012, the federal government allowed the city of Portland to use the property under the agreement that the city would use it only for emergency management services. According to Oregon law, that includes things like emergency response prevention training, mitigation, and recovery activities. Since then, the city has used the site for storing emergency response equipment and as a training ground for police practicing emergency response drills. And back in 2015, it was used as a temporary homeless shelter. Now, part of the parking lot is an organized camp where those experiencing homelessness can live for about 6 months at a time. In a recent property assessment, FEMA says they don't recognize the Safe for Us village as emergency use. The city says they don't have the capacity to talk with us on camera, but the Office of Management and Finances said in a statement that they have, quote, declared a housing emergency and are moving forward with the development of the Safe for Us village at this site in good faith to address this emergency. They go on to say we're working with FEMA on their suggestion to ensure compliance and meet this critical need. FEMA directed all questions pertaining to the property's deed restrictions to the General Services Administration. We reached out to them but did not hear back. KGW also reached out to All Good Northwest, the nonprofit running the village. They also declined to talk on camera, but said they will, quote, simply continue to do the work they're contracted to do, to shelter, support, and house individuals. The city is now working on ways to ensure they're in compliance with the federal government. As for those living at the village, they can stay here while the city works with the federal government to resolve these issues. In Southwest Portland, Blair Best, KGW News.